Good morning. I did 19.9 miles yesterday and it was tough. It was tough for me, however, the trail was blessedly flat. A lot of the time I'm just worn out. So 19.9 was a lot. And then the shelter I landed at was 0.5 off of the trail. I almost stopped 5 miles before at Stratton Pond, but I started going down the side trail and it just didn't feel right. I knew it was going to rain last night and that it was going to rain today and that I'd have to be walking in the rain. So I wanted to get as far or as close to town as I could so I wouldn't have to walk that far in the rain. So there were all sorts of comments about the water source and far out at the shelter I chose to stay at. So a lot of the water sources around here are brown. Supposedly it's just tannins, and if you filter it it's okay, but it's still brown. So far I've avoided those. So about 3 miles before the shelter, I got 3 liters of water, so I packed in 3 liters of water for about 3 miles. When I got to the shelter, and I knew from the comments in Far Out that there weren't that many tent sites, when I got there, there was a Boy Scout troop there, and they had taken every single doable tent spot that was there. So I had to stay in the shelter. Not my fave. But it was okay, and I sort of reconciled with it because I knew it was supposed to start raining about 2 a.m. and continue on in today. And I have to admit that it was nice not having to pack up a wet tent today. And did not sleep well, but that's okay. I'm just tired anyway. So I have some new information about this hostel. Apparently, they will pick up at the trailhead after 1. And they will pick you up in town after 1. So I'm gonna have to find a ride into town this morning. It is almost 9 o'clock. Go do my business and then have them give me a ride to the hostel, and I can't get there soon enough. I absolutely can't wait to get a shower, some clean, dry clothes, and just to chill. And Bud did reserve for me 2 nights there, so I will be there tonight and tomorrow night. And I guess that is it. I can't think of anything else that you all might remotely be interested in. Oh, yeah, there's something else. When I was throwing my bag, my bear bag line, it got caught in a tree branch next to the branch I was going for. Couldn't get it down, so I had to cut it. And there was an older gentleman and a teenager there who stayed in the shelter, and they hung my bear bag with them. And this older gentleman gave me some olive oil because I was telling him about my weight loss problem, and it's a really nice little Nalgene bottle. It's really durable, but it's smallish, so I don't have to carry a big bottle of olive oil I have to buy a bigger bottle of olive oil, I can just fill that little bottle. But I thought that was very kind to him. I told him he might have saved my hike. And he might well have. Because, man, I'm at the point where I can really tell when my calories have run out during the day. If I have eaten a protein bar or some other kind of trail bar, I can tell when it wears off. And I just can't eat enough to give me the calories and energy I need. So, sorry to sound so glum lately. To be honest, I am feeling glum, mainly because I'm tired. I'm tired on so many levels, but I'm still going. And it's probably due to all of your prayers, which I appreciate greatly. So, I guess I'm going up. Wasn't expecting this because it's been flat. I guess that's it for the morning report. Hello. Isn't life wonderful? I've had a shower, I've done my laundry, and I've just had some incredible street tacos. I'm in Manchester, Vermont, and I contacted the people at the hostel, and they do pick up people from the trail after 1, and I was there early. I don't even know what time it was. It was between 9 and 10 probably. When I got to the road, there was a guy there named Magic Mike who was doing trail magic. He did a part of a through hike last year. He's a retired Marine, very nice guy. He was doing hot dogs and he had some bananas and sodas. And he said he had a buddy that was driving some hikers into town, and when he came back he could drive me into town. So I thought, great, because I'd been really worried about how I was going to get into town. And I'd asked Bud to pray about it, and Bud said he would pray that God would give me favor with the people at this hostel. So I was waiting there, and as I was waiting, a woman drove up in a van. A bunch of hikers got out, and she said, "Are you Rebound?" I said, "Yes, I am." She says, "Well, I'm from the Green Mountain Hostel." And so it turns out she was dropping off some hikers. She was going to take me into town, and she got distracted while she was driving and started going to the hostel. And I said, "That's perfectly fine if you want to go ahead and take me to the hostel. I'd love a shower." So I was able to get a shower, do my laundry, and then they drove me back into town. I picked up my box. They did not have a rock bag. And I'm going to go to the Price Chopper and get a few things that I need. And then I'll call them and they will come and pick me up. So I feel like I did indeed have God's favor. It just so happens that I am in a room with only 2 beds. There are more beds in the other room. Not that there's anything wrong with the others, but less people is less noise. And the lady that picked me up was telling me that there would be a dog in the hostel. I said, "Oh, is it Micah?" She said, "Yes, it is." So apparently Sparrow will be here tonight with her dog Micah. If you remember, Sparrow's the one that diagnosed my tendonitis. So I am taking a 0 tomorrow. So far it is planned. And I feel like I need it. I hope it's not a mistake. I'm already worrying that it's going to set me back a day. But I think it's the right thing to do because I was pretty worn out. I am feeling a bit more human after a shower. I'm very much looking forward to just sleeping in, and those beds are comfortable. The place is immaculately clean. It's well run, well organized, and I'm so happy to be there. Anyway, I know I've seemed kind of down the past several days, and I thought I would make a video while I was doing a little bit better. And this is why we go into town, to stay in hostels, to get real food, to get a shower. There are people wanting to blow grass over here, so I'm going to cut this short for now. This is Rebound, signing out.